What's his relationship like with Christian and the Powers Division? Are they after him, or?
Yeah, they are. They are because I mean he's criminal mastermind and he's behind a lot of the stuff that's going on. But he and Christian were friends when they were young, and so there's that kind of backstory to them. They have a previous different kind of relationship and. Competitive relationship, and now they're kind of foes, but there's a bond between them. There's probably a lot of ghosts in Atlanta, that's for sure. But no, I mean it's just it just boils down to this is the new Hollywood, really, in a way, the South now, with tax incentives and things like that. But it's a great city for providing. Cityscapes and rural environments. So it's actually a really good place to film. I'm a big comics book reader, but I hadn't actually come across that one, Powers. But obviously I read it before I took the show. But I love comics and I always have, and I actually think some of the most interesting. Writing has come out of comics and has actually influenced film and literature in the last sort of 20 years in a really massively way, and partly because comics, pre-CGI or whatever, comics were really the only visual medium where you could do anything, like Silver Surfer or whatever, suddenly be on the moon or whatever. Like there are certain things that even film and TV couldn't really do. And but beyond that, there's kind of fearlessness in comic book writing where, for example, where they kill a major character, like do an episode where they kill Superman, or recently even Archie gets killed, saving his friend. Yeah, but then Archie's going to be back next week. That's not the end of Archie. It's just a one-off episode. Well, there's been Superman's been killed. All those people have been killed, and then you just start the comic again, and comic book readers can handle that, But that's kind of a bit too out there, generally speaking, for film, TV audiences.
The show is described as having a high mortality rate. How does it compare to Game of Thrones?
I don't know if it's got as high mortality rate as Game of Thrones. But Game of Thrones has a lot more people in it, so. But yeah, there's a pretty high body count. It's quite a few gallons of blood.
Do people here ask you a lot about Game of Thrones?
Not really. Occasionally, someone will want to have a photo of me with a knife in my hand, trying to chop their hand or something. That's about it. Yeah.
They didn't give you Jamie's hand as a parting gift, did they?
No, it's a shame. Yeah. It's made like a cable show, like HBO or whatever. I mean, that's the beauty of those shows is that you don't have to worry about a network offending a sponsor or a particular segment. It's people are watching it because they've chosen to watch it and they've made an adult decision that they can handle it or whatever. And I mean. Actually, I think TV now has way more freedom than films do. I think films, it's flipped over from where TV used to be the kind of tame medium, and you look to film for more extreme stuff, and now that's been reversed. So,
has there been anything that they've said you guys can't do, or anything that you know of?
No, I mean I think eating babies and stuff is still sort of taboo, yeah.
They did that in Archie too.
They did that, did they? Yeah. I think they did that in Game of Thrones actually. So but no, I mean, not that I'm aware of this. Yeah.